Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rabbi.
We're learning Mishna Kiddushin, Parak Gimel, Chapter 3, Mishnah Aleph, Mishnah 1. Ha'omer lachaveroi, one who tells his friend, Say v'kadesh li isha plainis, go and make Kiddushin for me on this specific woman. Meaning, there's this woman I want to marry, and I want you to go and basically be my agent to make the Kiddushin for me. So you're going to go over to her and say, Harayat Mukadeshes and Mukadeshes to so and so. And what did the guy do? He was Makadesher for himself. He was sent out to be Makad to make Kiddushin for his friend, and he took her for himself. Mukadeshes. The halacha is she's Mukadeshes. Who do you think?
She must have been good.
Who do you think?
Him.
Who's him?
The Sholeach.
No. Why should he? The guy that made Kiddushin for himself. He didn't make it for the other guy. He didn't give him his money. You know what I mean? It's an interesting point. But at the end of the day, he was sent to make Kiddushin for somebody else, and he made Kiddushin for himself. So halacha is it works. The point is, though, it works, but as the Gemara says, and as the Bartanura brings down, you are, let me look at the wording here, you're a cheat. Because you were sent to do it for somebody else, and you did it for yourself. So you acted inappropriately, dishonestly, but it doesn't stop the Kiddushin from working. V'chein, ha'omer le'isha. Now, so too, a person says to a woman, Harayat mukudeshes li la'achar shleishim yoyim. You are mukudeshes to me after 30 days. That means he goes over to her, gives her the money, the ring, whatever it may be, and he says to her, you're mukudeshes to me after 30 days. 30 days from now, the Kiddushin will take effect, which you can do that. You can go ahead and do the act, do the transaction act now, but he wanted to go into effect at a later time, and that's what this guy's doing. He's making the act that he does the Kiddushin now, but he's saying that it's going to affect 30 days from now. Now, uba achar v'kitsha b'sayach shleishim. Then another guy came within those 30 days, and he was Makadesher for himself. So the first guy made a Kiddushin, but he made a Kiddushin that should take effect in 30 days. And the second guy goes and makes a Kiddushin for right now. So who's she Mukadeshes to? The answer is Mukadeshes Lasheni. She's Mukadeshes to the second guy. Because the first guy's Kiddushin didn't take effect yet. He said it should take effect in 30 days. That's when it's going to take effect. And now that she's Mukadeshes, which means right now she's not married to him, so she accepts Kiddushin from another person, she becomes married to him, to the second guy. Why not? She wasn't married to anybody else. And when 30 days come, and the other guy's Kiddushin is supposed to take effect, too bad. She's already married to somebody else. So what's the result of this? The result of this is Bas Yisrael l'koyen toicha b'truma. If the second guy who was Mekadosh was a kohen, so now she can eat truma. She's the wife of a kohen. The wife of a kohen can eat truma. Now, it's important to qualify this because she's only Mukudeshes right now. We're not saying that she made a chuppah. She just did Kiddushin. Nonetheless, the Mishnah says she can eat truma. That's because this Mishnah is following let's call it the point of time when the halacha was that when a woman is Mukudeshes to a Kohen, she's already eligible for truma. According to Torah law, she becomes the wife of a Kohen to be eligible to eat truma once Kiddushin is made. Because really, when Kiddushin is made, they're married. However, later on, the Chacham and the sages instituted that not until she goes to chuppah, not until the marriage is completed and she's living with him, that is when we say she can eat truma. Earlier than that, she shouldn't. So therefore, our mission that says that the Bas Yisrael to a Kohen eats truma is following that point of time when the halacha was still that a woman who's just Mekudeshes could eat truma when she becomes Mekudeshes, as we say, betrothed to a Kohen. Now, so that's the second case. Second case was he makes Kiddushin on her, and he says the Kiddushin take effect in 30 days from now. Now we have a third case. The wording that he said to the woman is, you're Mekudeshes to me from now and after 30 days. You got that? From now and after 30 days. That's the words he said. That's what he said. Okay? That's what he said. From now and after 30 days. And then somebody else came and made a Kiddushin on her within those 30 days. Mekudeshes v'eina mekudeshes. She is mekudeshes and not mekudeshes. What that means is that in this case, because he used those words from now and after 30 days, we actually have a doubt. We have a suffix. To whom is she married? Is she married to the first guy or is she married to the second guy? And that's what it means, married and not married. We don't know who she's married to. And therefore, practically speaking, where does that put her? She can't be married. She can't stay married to one of them, either one of them, because maybe she's married to the other guy. All right, so if let's say one of them gives a get, then she could, remain married or actually get remarried to the other guy. If she wants to marry a third person, she's not interested in any of these guys anymore, she's to get from both. But what's the issue here? How come over here we have this doubt? So let me read to you from the notes. When he said, be betrothed now and in 30 days, right, which everybody made a face like, what does this guy mean? It's a question what he means. He might have meant, be betrothed now, as long as I do not change my mind within 30 days. Okay, I want to make a Kiddushin now, but I got 30, but it's on the condition, meaning he's making a condition in this Kiddushin, that I don't back out in 30 days. If I change my mind in 30 days, the Kiddushin was never a Kiddushin. Maybe that's what he means. If that was his intent, then the betrothal took effect right away, and the second man's betrothal was not valid. Because as long as he doesn't back out in 30 days, when has the Kiddushin taken effect? 30 days before. Okay, and therefore, if she was really married to the first guy right away, the second guy's Kiddushin is nothing. On the other hand, the first man might have meant, be betrothed now, meaning when he said his words, Mikdash is to me now. He meant right now. And then when he said in 30 days, he changed his mind. And he said, not now, in 30 days from now. So he changed in the middle of within his words, in the middle of his talking, he changed his mind. First he said, from now, which is interesting why you have to even say from now if he meant now. But we have a doubt, we still question to say that first he meant to say Mukadeshes now. Mm-hmm. And then he changed his mind and he said, no, not now, 30 days later. Which means, when does he want the Kiddushin to take effect? In 30 days. If that's what he wants the Kiddushin to take effect in 30 days, and somebody makes Kiddushin on her within those 30 days, who she Mikdeshes to? The second guy. Because if he only meant for the Kiddushin to take effect in 30 days from now, well, if the other guy made a full-fledged Kiddushin earlier than that, she's Mikdeshes to him. But since we don't know what he meant, then at the end of the day, in this case where he said he said from now until after 30, we don't know what he meant, and somebody else made Kiddushin on her within those 30 days, we have a doubt. Who is she married to? If he meant the Kiddushin take effect right away, just on the condition that he doesn't back out within 30 days, then if he doesn't back out in 30 days, she was married to this first guy right away. And the second guy's Kiddushin within those 30 days that he mentioned don't count for anything. But if he meant he was changing his mind, first he meant the Kiddushin to be right away, and then he said, and after 30 days he was falling off. He was regretting when he meant right now, and he's changing it into something that take effect in 30 days. And the second guy's Kiddushin within 30 days is a good Kiddushin. But now we're stuck. We don't know what to do. So therefore we say Mikudeshes, Veda Mikudeshes. She is betrothed, and she's not betrothed. She's betrothed to one, not to the other, but we don't know which one. And therefore, concluding as it did before in the situation before, Bas Yisrael Lakayin. Let's say the situation is she is the daughter of Yisrael, and the second guy, and she was the second guy was, or I shouldn't say that. Right. Bas Yisrael Lakayin. If she's a daughter of Yisrael who might be betrothed to a Kohen, that is, only one of the men is a Kohen, meaning one of these two men are a Kohen. Okay? And we don't know when she's Mukadeshes to. She Mukadeshes to the Kohen, or not Mukadeshes to the Kohen, or to the Mukadeshes to the non-Kohen. So what's going to be with her regarding eating Truma? I mean, if she's a Bas Yisrael married to a Kohen, we said before, she can eat Truma. But if she's not betrothed, if she's not Mekudeshes to the Kohen, she's Mekudeshes to the other guy who's not a Kohen, then she can't eat. So therefore, in the case of being the daughter of a Yisrael who's married to a Kohen, meaning one of them are a Kohen, one of these two men involved in this case are a Kohen, or Bas Kohen li Yisrael, or let's say she's the daughter of a Kohen to a Yisrael. And the daughter of a Kohen to Yisrael, right, who becomes, when she's single, she can eat Truma from her father's house. If she is betrothed or married to a non-Kohen, she can't eat Truma anymore. Now, in this case, we say, Lo Yisaycha b'Truma. She can't eat Truma. Because in case she is Mekudeshes to the person who's not a Kohen, then she loses her right to eat Truma. And therefore, in this case, where we don't know who she's married to, again, one of them being a Kohen, one of them not being a Kohen, we have no idea. We really have a doubt as to what her status is regarding Truma, and therefore, in each case, she cannot eat Truma. She cannot eat Truma because in the case if she was a Bas Yisrael, she can't eat Truma because even though one of them is a Kohen, maybe the other one isn't a Kohen and that's who she's married to. Or if she's a Bas Kohen to a Yisrael, who as a single woman can eat Truma, and if she be engaged and should be Mekudeshes to the Kohen, she'd still be able to eat Truma. But in case she's married to Mekudeshes to the non-Kohen, she wouldn't be able to eat Truma anymore, and therefore, practically, she cannot eat Truma. Have a wonderful day.